Welcome to a brand new video where we unravel the secrets of a frugal lifestyle. What is frugal living, you ask? It's a lifestyle choice that prioritizes saving money, reducing waste, and making the most out of what you have. Frugal living is not about depriving yourself, it's about being smart with your resources. Imagine a life where every dollar has a purpose, where waste is kept to a minimal, and where you are in control of your finances. Sounds ideal, right? That's what frugality can offer. It's about making thoughtful choices, prioritizing needs over wants, and finding joy in simplicity. Frugal living starts with budgeting. It's about understanding where your money is going and making sure it's being spent wisely. Think of budgeting as a roadmap for your finances. It guides you to your financial goals and helps you avoid unnecessary spending detours along the way. But frugality doesn't stop at budgeting. It's also about reducing waste. This could be as simple as reusing or repurposing items, or making sure to use up all the food in your fridge before it goes bad. Every bit of waste reduced is money saved. And then there's the aspect of prioritizing needs over wants. It's easy to get caught up in consumer culture, to impulse buy the latest gadgets or fashion trends, but frugal living encourages us to step back and ask ourselves, do I really need this? Can I live without it? By focusing on our needs and not our wants, we can save a significant amount of money. Frugal living is more than just a money-saving strategy. It's a mindset, a way of life that promotes sustainability, mindfulness, and financial independence. It's about recognizing that more doesn't necessarily mean better, and that happiness can be found in simplicity. So, are you ready to learn about the 5 simple habits that can make saving money easy? Buckle up and let's dive in. Hello viewers, if you are enjoying this content, and you do not want to miss future videos filled with even more tips, tricks, and inspiration, hit that subscribe button now to stay tuned with us, and remember to comment and share. The first habit on our list is learning to budget your finances. Now you might be thinking, budgeting? That sounds like a lot of numbers and not a lot of fun. And sure, it can seem daunting at first glance. But let me let you in on a secret. Budgeting is one of the most empowering things you can do for your financial health. Why is budgeting so crucial? Well, it's a little like planning a road trip. If you don't know where you're starting from and where you're going, you're likely to take a lot of detours and end up lost. Budgeting is your financial roadmap. It helps you clearly see where your money is coming from, where it's going, and most importantly, it helps you steer it in the direction you want. Think about it this way. Your income is your financial fuel. It's what propels you towards your goals. But just like a car guzzles up gas, life has a way of siphoning off your money, often in small, almost unnoticeable drips. A coffee here, a takeaway there, a subscription you forgot to cancel. And before you know it, your tank is running on empty. This is where a budget comes in. It helps you track these expenses, making you aware of where your money is going. It's a bit like having a fuel gauge for your finances. And once you're aware, you have the power to control your spending, to plug the leaks and ensure your money is going where you truly want it to go. So how do you start budgeting? Well, the first step is to know your income and expenses. Write them down, all of them. It might seem tedious, but it's a crucial step in understanding your financial picture. Once you've done that, categorize your expenses into needs, wants, and savings. This will help you prioritize your spending. Remember, the goal of budgeting isn't to deprive yourself of everything you love. It's to ensure you're spending wisely on things that truly matter to you. It's about making conscious decisions, not impulsive ones. Once you've categorized your expenses, allocate a specific amount to each category. This is your budget. Stick to it, but also be flexible. Life happens, and sometimes unexpected expenses crop up. Adjust your budget as needed, but always with an eye on your financial goals. Finally, review your budget regularly. This isn't a set it and forget it kind of deal. Your financial situation will change, and so too should your budget. Regular reviews will help you stay on track and make adjustments as necessary. Remember, a budget is not a restriction but a liberation from financial stress. It's a tool that puts you in the driver's seat of your finances, steering you towards a life of financial freedom and frugality. Embrace it, and watch as your financial health improves, one budgeted dollar at a time. Next up, we have the habit of conscious consumption. Conscious consumption is the act of being aware of the impact of our purchases on the environment, society, and our own wallets. It's about making choices that are not just good for us, but also for the world we live in. Sounds complicated? It's simpler than you might think. When we talk about conscious consumption, we're essentially talking about 2 things: buying less and buying smart. Let's start with buying less. It's no secret that we live in a culture of excess. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to buy more, to have more, but how much of what we own do we actually need? The reality is, most of the time we buy things we don't really need, and all these unnecessary purchases add up. How about buying smart? This is about choosing quality over quantity. It might seem counterintuitive, but buying a higher-priced item that lasts longer can save you money in the long run. For instance, let's say you need a new pair of shoes. You could buy a cheap pair that might not last more than a few months, or you could invest in a quality pair that could last for years. The initial cost might be higher, but when you consider the cost per wear, the quality pair comes out cheaper. Conscious consumption isn't just about saving money though. It's also about reducing waste and conserving resources. Every product we buy has an environmental footprint. It takes resources to make it, to package it, to transport it. By buying less and buying smart, we can help reduce this footprint. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually practice conscious consumption? Well, here are a few tips. First, before you buy anything, ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, don't buy it. Second, do your research. Know what you're buying and who you're buying it from. Choose companies that are transparent about their manufacturing processes and are committed to sustainability. Third, consider the lifespan of the product. How long will it last? Can it be repaired? Is it made from materials that can be recycled? Finally, think about the afterlife of the product. When it's no longer useful, can it be recycled or composted? Or will it end up in a landfill? Practicing conscious consumption might take a bit of effort at first, but once you get into the habit, it becomes second nature. When you start consuming consciously, you not only save money, but also contribute to a sustainable future. The third habit is adopting a DIY approach. This means doing it yourself. Now, I know that might sound daunting for some of you, but stick with me, it's not as hard as you might think. The benefits of DIY are plentiful. First off, it can save you a lot of money. How so? Well, consider this. Each time you hire someone to do a job for you or buy a pre-made item, you're paying not just for the materials but for someone else's time, skill, and sometimes their brand name too. But if you were to do it yourself, you'd only be paying for the materials. Let's delve into some examples. A common household task that most of us hire out for is home maintenance and repairs. But you'd be surprised at how much you can do yourself with a little bit of research and elbow grease. From fixing a leaky faucet to painting a room, there are countless tutorials online that can guide you through the process. And it's not just about home repairs. The DIY approach applies to many aspects of life. Take cooking, for instance. Eating out or buying pre-packaged meals can be quite costly over time. But if you were to cook your meals from scratch, you could potentially save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each year. Plus, homemade food is usually healthier and tastier too. Then there's the world of crafts. Instead of buying expensive decor or gifts, why not make them yourself? Not only will you save money, but you'll also create something unique and personal. Whether it's knitting a scarf, building a birdhouse, or making homemade candles, the possibilities are endless. But I hear you asking, what if I'm not handy or crafty? Well, the good news is you don't have to be. The internet is bursting with easy-to-follow tutorials for people of all skill levels. And remember, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the better you'll get. Moreover, the DIY approach isn't just about saving money. It's also about developing new skills and becoming more self-reliant. Each time you successfully complete a DIY project, you build confidence in your abilities. You learn that you're capable of more than you thought possible. And let's not forget the sense of accomplishment that comes with finishing a DIY project. There's a certain satisfaction in knowing that you made or fixed something with your own two hands. It's a feeling money can't buy. Of course, there are times when hiring a professional is the wise choice, especially when safety is a concern. But for many everyday tasks and projects, the DIY approach is a feasible and frugal option. The DIY approach can be quite fun and rewarding, and it definitely contributes to a frugal lifestyle. So the next time you're faced with a task or project, before reaching for your wallet, ask yourself, could I do this myself? You might be surprised at the answer. The fourth habit is avoiding impulsive buying. Now let's pause for a moment and think. Have you ever found yourself at the checkout counter with a cart full of items that you didn't initially plan to buy? If your answer is yes, you're not alone. This behavior is what we call impulsive buying. It's the act of purchasing something without prior planning or consideration. And while it may seem harmless in the moment, The impact of impulsive buying on our finances can be substantial over time. Think of it this way. Each unplanned purchase is like a small leak in your savings bucket. One leak might not empty the bucket, but multiple leaks can drain it faster than you might think. The key to plugging these leaks is self-awareness and discipline. So how can we avoid impulsive buying? Here are some strategies that you can employ. Firstly, always shop with a list. This might seem simple, but it's one of the most effective ways to curb impulsive buying. By creating a list, you're setting a boundary for your shopping trip. You're telling yourself, these are the things I need, and anything not on this list is not necessary. Secondly, practice the 30-day rule. If you find something that you want but don't need, don't buy it immediately. Instead, wait for 30 days. If after that period you still want that item, then consider purchasing it. More often than not, you'll find that the urge to buy has faded. Thirdly, beware of sales and discounts. Yes, they can offer great savings, but they can also encourage you to buy things you don't need. Remember, a 50% discount on something you don't need is still a 100% waste of your money. And lastly, make thoughtful purchases. Before buying something, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it add value to my life? Can I afford it without disrupting my budget? By answering these questions, you're making a conscious decision rather than an impulsive one. By avoiding impulsive buying, you'll reap numerous benefits. Not only will you save money, but you'll also reduce clutter from unnecessary items in your home. You'll have a better understanding of your spending habits, and most importantly, you'll strengthen your financial health. In the face of marketing tactics that encourage impulsive buying, standing firm might seem like a challenge. But remember, every time you resist an impulsive purchase, you're taking a step towards financial freedom. And isn't that a goal worth striving for? Avoiding impulsive buying can significantly boost your savings and strengthen your financial health. So the next time you're tempted to make an unplanned purchase, take a moment to reflect. Your future self will thank you for it. Last but not least, the fifth habit is investing wisely. Investing is often seen as a game for the wealthy or a risky gamble, but in reality it's neither. It's a crucial part of a frugal lifestyle, a tool for growing your savings, and a path to financial freedom. And guess what? It doesn't require a fortune to start. Consider investing as planting a seed. Initially, you might not see much, but with time, patience, and a little bit of nurturing, that seed sprouts into a tree, bearing fruits year after year. That's the magic of investing. It's about making your money work for you, multiplying over time. Now you might think, sounds great, but where do I start? Well, the first step is education. Understand the basics of investing. There are ample free resources available online. Books, podcasts, online courses, you name it. Equip yourself with knowledge before diving into the world of investments. Next, determine your financial goals and risk tolerance. Are you saving for a house, retirement, or your child's education? Your goal will shape your investment strategy. And remember, every investment comes with some level of risk. That's why it's important to understand your risk tolerance. Once you have a clear understanding of your goals and risk tolerance, it's time to choose your investments. There are several options available: stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, or even starting your own business. Each investment type has its own set of benefits and potential drawbacks. For beginners, mutual funds or index funds are often a good starting point. They offer diversification. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket, and they're managed by professionals. Another crucial aspect of investing wisely is consistency. Regularly investing a fixed amount, irrespective of the market conditions, is known as dollar-cost averaging. This strategy can help mitigate the impact of market volatility. And finally, remember that investing is a long-term game. It's not about getting rich quick, but about building wealth over time. Be patient, stay consistent, and let the power of compound interest work its magic. Investing wisely isn't just about earning more money. It's about achieving financial security, having the freedom to live life on your terms, and creating a safety net for the future. As with all financial decisions, it's always a good idea to seek advice from a financial advisor or a trusted professional. They can provide personalized advice based on your unique situation and goals. So, there you have it. Investing wisely is more than just a frugal habit. It's a pathway to financial independence. It's not just about saving, but making your money work for you. And remember, every journey begins with a single step. So take that step today and start your investing journey. Investing wisely is a crucial part of saving money and living frugally. It's not just about saving, but making your money work for you. And there you have it, the 5 simple habits that can help you save money and live a frugal lifestyle. Let's take a quick moment to recap and reflect on these transformative habits. First, we dove into the art of budgeting. With a clear financial plan, you gain control over your funds and can allocate them effectively. The beauty of budgeting lies in its simplicity and the power it gives you to make informed decisions. Next, we explored the habit of conscious consumption. This habit nudges you to question every purchase and evaluate its necessity. By focusing on needs over wants, you can drastically cut down your expenses and make room for savings. Our third habit was all about the DIY approach. Who knew that a bit of creativity and elbow grease could save you a significant chunk of change? By doing tasks yourself, you not only save money but also acquire new skills and experiences. We then moved to the fourth habit, avoiding impulsive buying. This habit requires a bit of self-discipline, but the payoff is worth it. By resisting the lure of instant gratification, you allow your future self to enjoy the benefits of financial stability. Finally, we discussed investing wisely. With a little bit of research and risk management, your money can work for you, creating an additional income stream and accelerating your journey towards financial independence. These 5 habits, when practiced consistently, can transform your financial situation and lead you towards a more secure, stress-free future. They are not just about saving money, they are about making smart choices, embracing simplicity, and celebrating the joy of self-reliance. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Stay tuned for more insightful videos. Remember, frugal living is not about sacrificing, but about making smart choices. Happy saving!